who got us to this place in the first place. And in this city, there was a woman who had the passion and the courage, and as Whitney said, the heart and the strength to blaze new trails in the Seattle theater community for women of color, being main company actors on the stage here, and to bring this kind of world of arts and culture that we appreciate, that we enjoy here automatically to the state that it's in now. Dolores is going to share with us a poem connected with the Harlem Renaissance, and an opportunity for us to think back even further to those people who brought us to where we are today. Please welcome Dolores Browne.
Thank you, John. It's a joy to be here, and I want to celebrate life and death. Sadly, we need to understand that we are constantly growing and dying and loving. And I want to dedicate this to my mentor, Roberta Byrd Barr, who was the first high school principal who happened to be a woman of color. And she was my mentor. She was the mother, played the mother in Raisin in the Sun at the old Cirque Theater in the 60s. This is a poem is over 100 years old and during the Harlem Renaissance. His name is Conte Cullen. He graduated from the New York University and got his master's at Harvard. He, however, like most of our brothers and sisters, had to leave this country to be known. He wrote this one. The poem is called To John Keats, Poet at Springtime, by Conte Cullen. I cannot hold my peace, John Keats. There never was a spring like this. It is an echo that repeats my last year's song and next year's bliss. I know in spite of all men say of beauty, you have felt her most. Yea, even in your grave, her way is laid, poor troubled lyric ghost. Spring never was so fair and dear as beauty makes her seem this year. I cannot hold my peace, John Keats. I am as helpless in the toil of spring as any lamb that bleats to feel the solid earth recoil. Beneath his puny legs, spring beats her, talks and call to those who love her. And lo, the dogwood petals cover her breast with drifts of snow, and sleek white gulls fly screaming to her and hover about her shoulders and kiss her cheek, while white and purple lilacs muster strength that bears them to a cluster of color and odor. For her sake, all things that slept are now awake, and you and I, shall we lie still, John Keats, while beauty summons us? Somehow I feel your sensitive will is pulsing up some tremendous sap road of a maple tree, whose leaves grow music as they grow, since your wild voice is in them, a heart that grieves for life that opens death's dark door. Though thus your fingers still can push the vism splendor to a birth, though now they work as grass in the hush of the night on the broad, sweet page of the earth. John Keats is dead, they say, but I who hear your full insistent cry in bud and blossom, leaf and tree, know John Keats still writes poetry. And while my head is earthward bowed to read new life sprung from your shroud, folks seeing me must think it strange that merely spring should so derange my mind. They do not know that you, John Keats, keep revel with me too.
Yes.
Thank you.